the Upper East Side apartment of Lella and Massimo Vignelli, the influential design team whose understated work endures in their adoptive home of New York, will list for $6.50 million. The roughly 3,900 square foot duplex co-op, on the 6th and 7th floors of a 1907 Italian Renaissance-style mid-rise, has 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms and a nearly 20-foot-tall living room with a towering leaded glass window. The maintenance fee is $6,787 a month. Bought in 1978 for around $250,000, it was the Italian-born couple's first and primary home in New York, said their son, Luca Vignelli, 55, a photographer who lived there during high school and college. The couple, who were prolific in a range of disciplines, including architecture and graphic and industrial design, had moved to New York in 1965 to pursue those interests. Mr. Vignelli, who died in 2014 at the age of 83, was a founder of the design firm Unimark International, one of the first to emphasize corporate identity. He is credited with iconic branding for companies like Bloomingdale's, the Big Brown Bag and logo, Ford, and American Airlines. But perhaps his best-known mark on New York is the 1972 diagram of the Metropolitan Transportation Authority subway system, which earned praise from aesthetes and bemusement from some strap-hangers. Central Park was rendered gray, not green, and the style was angular and clean, like an engineer's schematic. It was replaced with a more conventional design in 1979, but the MTA still uses a version of the map on its Weekender app. The couple frequently collaborated, and together founded Vignelli Associates, which focused on graphics, interior design, and corporate identity. They also designed the interior of St. Peter's Lutheran Church in Manhattan and created signature designs for modernist brands like Poltrona Frau. But it was Mrs. Vignelli, a licensed architect who died in 2016 at the age of 82, who specialized in three-dimensional design, her son said. She led Vignelli Designs, creating products like furniture and tableware. On a recent visit, their home, which the younger Mr. Vignelli and his sister, Valentina, are selling because they live elsewhere, was much as the couple left it. The main level, where a foyer opens to a double-height living room, was spare but thoughtfully decorated. Mr. Vignelli's custom-made solid steel desk stood near a wood-burning fireplace, one of 3 in the apartment. In the corner, a bust of the German writer Goethe, a favorite of Mr. Vignelli's, surveyed the room. His workspace was set up to overlook Mrs. Vignelli's office in the next room, so the couple could collaborate more easily. They designed new things every day of their lives, their son said. The apartment has more than 600 linear feet of bookshelves, many of them filled with books and magazines the couple designed, including several featuring the works of the modernist architect Richard Meier. They designed almost all of the furniture and decorative elements in the apartment, for clients like Vignelli Glass and the luxury furniture brand Castiglione, Mr. Vignelli said, and the purchase of some of those furnishings may be negotiated by the buyer. It was very much a cultural hub for artists and designers, he said of the home, recounting long conversations in the dining room and over the butcher block kitchen counter with guests like the philosopher Umberto Eco and the sculptor Arnaldo Pomodoro. Upstairs, there are 2 bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms and dressing rooms that could be converted into additional sleeping quarters. Several walls have a textured, sandy finish, sparsely adorned with framed artwork, including a 2008 update to the New York City subway diagram. They wanted things that had longevity and quality and lasting value, said Jan Conradi, a professor of graphic design at Rowan University in Glassboro, NJ, and the author of Lella and Massimo Vignellis, Two Lives, One Vision. Other than the conversion of the dining room into a library and a den into office space in 2000, the apartment has remained largely unchanged since the 1970s. Downstairs, a third bedroom has an ensuite bathroom with a cylindrical, 1970s-era shower, while a powder room has mirrored paneling. Some people might see this as dated, Mr. Vignellis said. But much of the apartment feels timeless, as his parents intended. He added, "I would love to see somebody who appreciates the space and their presence in the space as a buyer." Gabrielle Devlin and Lee Summers of Sotheby's International Realty have the listing.